We're back. Just like that. Oh, yeah, so go back. It's a
Yeah, what's up?
okay,
What's
now
up?
let me get the
Hey,
how you feeling?
I feel good.
Me too.
Like, yeah, I really feel good. Like, sweet, been good.
Yay! Period. There we go. So
I'm
can you hear
fine.
us?
I can hear you.
Now I can't hear. You can hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh, boom! There we go.
Yeah, it's just that phone low.
Yeah. Boom.
I think you hit your sound off, baby. Oh, no, that was me.
We about to get started. I can hear, I can see good. Period. Welcome to Innerself Podcast, Devan.
Thank you, baby.
Welcome in. How are you feeling? And that's okay.
I feel good. It ain't really nothing about it. It's hard, to build up the weight and all that, and then, some outside things, but that's life.
Right. Yeah, even this rising was like a pink testy, but it's like the distractions are real, but I'm staying focused on what we got going.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
So before we get started, everybody, I'm going to give y'all time to tap in. Share the live for us, please. I'm about to share it to the group. I don't know why I couldn't go live out there, but we're going to figure that out. But we are honored to have you. I'm excited. Look at your artwork already in display.
Yeah, we got a few of them up for you. I got all the ones that I started on over here that I'll have to break down and go through for y'all.
Yes. All right, so let me, you sharing it? Okay.
We almost to Friday, y'all.
Right. It's almost Friday. Happy Friday Eve, they call it.
Yes.
Happy Friday Eve. So are you ready for the fall? Like, do you have any plans for Halloween and all that good jazz?
Well, I usually try to do a Halloween party, but the kids really been liking the trick-or-treating, so we might do a little of both.
That's what we're doing this year, finally. I say it every year. Last year, we were just a little too late. But this year, like, I'm dressing up. I'm making him dress up, and we turning up.
Yes. Last year it kind of got, because Mama passed away September 28th, so this is her 1 year sober month in heaven.
Okay. Shout out to Mama. That's big.
Mm-hmm.
It's big of you to be able to come speak on such a sensitive month. When we're dealing with grief, like I told him, this rising today makes exactly 2 years since my sister, shout out to Kendra, since she passed away. But I didn't realize that. I also don't talk about her a lot yet. You know what I'm saying? But to be able to still have this voice for our angels and ourselves, like, I'm proud of you. I'm already proud of you.
Thank you, babies. I'm proud of you.
Thank you. It's not.
It's really not.
Okay, let me.
It's like I be wanting to talk on stuff that I be like, but
that's okay. You get there.
Listen, but it's like I can talk to her, but like for us, just like I like this, I can't. It's just like I'm like I want to make
like
sense.
A new comfortable.
I want to be comfortable, and I want to, I don't want to trigger nobody if they got a similar experience or.
But all triggers are not bad triggers.
Yeah, I know.
And
I guess that's just my little step I need to get over. Like I can see over it, but I just ain't stepped over it yet. So it's like
I think there's a big difference too on how open and receptive it is for men to talk about things than it is, openly accepted, different things than it is a man and a woman. I hate to say it, but that's the truth.
Yeah.
And I think that's bullcrap. But, you know, that's the world we live in. But, you know, that's why we talk about it. We put them changes out, you know.
What do y'all feel like it'll take for everybody to just really speak up when it comes to their healing, when it comes to their experiences? Like, what y'all think it'll take more of?
Just talk. Just care to just speak it.
Yeah. Finding your people.
We speak on other stuff and we go with the flow of that. Just go. Just put it out there and see where it goes.
Because it's so much easier to talk around a lot of other things, but when it comes to our healing or grief, of course we feel like, for me, I don't want to keep talking about my people, but I do want to keep talking about my people. Number one, I miss them. They're on my mind every day. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's even like getting off this live, I'm be eager to want to call, you know, my angels. Yeah. And I physically can't, stuff like that. So I do feel like you said, and like she said, it just talk. We can talk this gossip. We can see what we entertainment with on Beyonce's screen and stuff like that. The easiest thing you should be able to talk about is you.
A lot of folks don't like talking about that. You know, talking about themselves. Yeah. It's that's a hard thing, I guess. That's why I said just talk, see where it goes. You know?
Just see.
We already know people gonna judge us left or right anyways, or appreciate it or don't appreciate it. So why not put it out there like we got everything else out there? It's like it's leading to that anyways.
Right.
Yeah, I think it's us not is a big survival tactic that we put up for ourselves, depending on what situations and things at that time.
Yeah.
Right. I agree. But I have done my shares.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So everybody out there, how was y'all week and weekends?
Welcome in, y'all. Welcome to Innerself. Just to give as y'all answer the question, as well as Devin, as y'all come in, just a friendly reminder, this is episode 1, season 3 of Innerself Podcast. Our platform is a little different than other podcasts. We're all about you, and we're all about healing. And we talk about it all from childhood up until today's present time, the good, the bad, the glorious. Also, don't forget that this is a safe space. It's a judgment-free space. Eventually, you'll forget we're live. You'll think we're on FaceTime, I promise you. But we're all about healing. And we're here. Yeah. Y'all are helping us heal as much as we're helping you all heal. Welcome. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, not anybody.
But my week was real good. My week was good. It was smooth.
Yeah, I got Labor Day threw me all the way off. I had no idea what day I was in till yesterday.
Well, you see what I posted the other day.
Yeah, girl. I was all messed up.
It's like as this generation is getting older or whatever, however we want to put it, younger, older, whatever. It's like those days ain't a thing too much no more. You know, that used to be a big thing when we was coming up as kids. We knew when that day was coming, what it was gonna be. Like now, it's like, do anybody even still kick it at people's house or something?
I know.
Like, what are we doing?
You go drop.
Yes. Like that
but
community.
It's not like how you could back in the day. You could go to everybody's neighborhood and every park around any city and somebody barbecuing, partying, and everything else.
That's right.
Where's everybody cooking at? Like, who cooking?
They're right here in our palm. You don't need to go nowhere when it's right here.
Right. Everything is boom, 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 boom. We had to get outside. We had to go outside to see each other. You know what I mean?
That's a difference. I'm like,
yeah, I'm glad I still have part of that.
Huh?
I said I'm glad I had a part of it. I still was a part of that era where, you know,
me too.
Like when I was in Mobile, like it was down the street. You know, that they my brothers, but they was my brothers. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
I ain't made friends like that.
You from Mobile?
I look from everywhere, baby. My hometown where my family's from is from Washington County, called Howardtown, Tibby, Alabama, Chatham. Most people know like Citronelle, Jacksonville.
Oh, I'm gonna have to get some tissue. I'm sorry, y'all. My little allergies. I'm listening. I apologize.
No, you fine.
And then when she come back, I'm gonna go ahead and get my questions started because my question is a little shorter than hers.
I got you.
But yeah.
If anybody's saying anything I can't see in the comments, so if y'all can see them, they might have to read them to me.
Okay, got you. Ooh, y'all, excuse me. But you can ask the first question.
Okay, you back? Yeah, it's that time of the year, I guess, for her to be with the sniffles. Well, or it could
Yeah,
be
it's starting.
because
It's
school
starting.
started back, and now the kids coming back with all kind of other stuff coming from there, and
Yeah.
you know, we did disinfect the house at least 3 times already.
I'm
So
telling you.
have to do this area again once we get done. So
Goodness.
Telling
Okay.
you.
all right, welcome back in. Now.
Thank you. Sorry, y'all.
Everybody out there, even you, Devan, what is healing to you?
Healing to me, I'm still trying to figure it out, to be honest. Art is healing, sharing, you know, stigma of, you know, that you have to feel any different just because what saying what you went through is hard.
Right. Healing to me.
But the first step is definitely once you can get it out, then that's gonna make it a lot lighter.
Right. Do you feel like you started your healing journey? You been started? You kind of at the beginning stages? What do you feel?
I feel like I'm kind of in that middle.
Okay,
Same.
Yeah.
If I had to be honest I'm right there in the middle, but on like the light side instead of that dark. You know how sometimes, I know for me personally, we'll start our healing journey and then we get triggered or something distracts us, or we don't even know we're distracted, but until we realize we're a little bit off of alignment. You know what I mean? I've finally taken my healing journey serious for about like 3 years straight now. You know what I mean? So I'm like a toddler.
Yeah.
Because healing to me, it's like
understanding is a big one.
Yeah.
Like, you know, I'm saying.
That's a part of it to me.
Understanding yourself too, especially healing
yourself and just understanding yourself and understanding the reality of life to me. It's like,
you gotta swap. At some point, you gotta swap that I'm a victim to I'm a survivor.
Right. And it's like we all know right from wrong. We all know different choices we choose and the consequences behind them. So if we can just get those in order, I feel like the journey will be even more smoother than it is, you know, because some of us, we still fight those consequences and be like, you know, that will push us back a little bit. When we just push through them, I feel like, hey, that journey will be smooth. Can't nobody or nothing negative really bother you. You know what I'm saying? It'll be a smooth journey.
Yeah, because maybe with what you're saying, wounds heal by nurturing them. And that's something I had to learn too. And that's why I know that's what you're doing. Like, we have to go back. You know, as kids, we pick at our scars anyway. I did. I picked at my little scars. But when we pick at our own scars, you're the one that has to clean that up. You're the one that has to heal it.
Feel it.
It don't matter who put it on it. It does matter. It matters. Excuse me. It does matter who made the scar. But it's up to you how it gets to heal.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So healing to me, as far as your question, in my opinion, is definitely rebirthing yourself. When you're healing, you gotta learn yourself all over again, raw.
Yeah.
With damn near really nobody, no extra cushions.
What she mean by like rebirth? I mean like what I just kind of said is rebirth. Like you can't let nothing get to you. Otherwise, you gotta start over until you really get that. They got me messed up out the way.
Right.
Yeah. You don't really pay attention to the bigger picture, the great abundance in it. You miss all of that because they got me fucked up.
Yeah. I think with like, okay, so to me, if I'm still going through traumas. Every time I turn around, I feel like it's right around the corner. You know, it happens. I get, going and then something else happens. So I'm still taking the blows, basically. You big thing is healing. You got to heard. And I think what I'm working to is to a point, like I said, when I start speaking is whenever I see somebody suffering, because in order to start healing, I had to forgive. I had to let go of that anchor that I was feeling in order to understand.
Right. Right. If you're angry enough, you won't get no understanding. Yeah. I can tell you. If you're holding on to that grudge and you're holding on to that, just the hard part, the tough part, the toxic part, you're not gonna have clarity.
Yeah. How you gonna make new memories if you stuck in the old ones? But again, to release that, you got to sit down honestly, and you got to face whatever that trauma was brought to you.
Right. Right. So, grew up basically in the state of Alabama. You have siblings?
I do. I have 4 siblings, 2 brothers, and a son. I'm the youngest.
Your video is cracking up.
Oh, yeah.
Which end?
Which end? You have to mom.
It's probably mine because I've been in country.
That's that country living. What about her, y'all? For me, I can hear like she. Yeah. Well, it's choppy, but I can hear her.
Right.
Yeah. I probably tried to talk slower.
You're good. You're doing good. So I'm gonna continue. Y'all, let me know. So you grew up in Alabama. You're the baby of, you said 5.
Baby, 4 of us, 2 brothers, 1 sister, and me.
Awesome. Okay. Well, I'm gonna dive right into the title, Addiction Through Childhood.
Yeah.
You're the baby of 4.
Yep.
So take me there. Where'd that title even come from? What that mean?
So first off, I think it's easy because, you looking at me and our viewers are seeing me as an adult. But when I first started, it hurt seeing these adults go out and celebrating their recovery. And, I never got to hear the side of the child, because that's where it started with me. So my 2 brothers was adopted out. And this is the first time I'm going to show y'all pictures of what I was, and you can see and relate to that child aspect. I want you to see it. But this was the first time that all 4 of my siblings got together. That's us.
Oh, that was y'all's first time?
Yep.
Okay.
Well, my oldest brother, he was adopted by my grandfather. And the second one, he was adopted by my aunt, which was my grandmother's sister.
Okay.
So I would see Bubba off and on, but I never correlated that we were siblings.
Got you.
Yeah, I can understand.
So this was the first time that we was together. That's me right there.
So sister and you were together, and brothers were adopted off.
Right.
And that was y'all's first time. Do you literally even remember that moment, or you have the picture?
Yeah.
So what was that moment like? And then did y'all stay together moving forward, or how did that go?
No, it was just me and my sister together. And like I said, I just thought we was meeting family. I really didn't understand that they were siblings and stuff yet. Gotcha. I did know my oldest brother, Bubba. I did know we was brothers and sisters. But this one, we didn't know. We were told that we were cousins.
Gotcha.
Until middle school.
Yeah, what in middle school?
I wonder why that was.
Yeah, I didn't find out we were brothers until middle school.
And how'd you find out?
Well, when you're growing up and kids, they start getting curious and things like that. I know you hear the terms kissing cousins and things like that. I never shared this, but there was some confusion on all parts. We were still kids. So there was some things that come about, and yeah.
Got you. Because you just made a face, what was that?
Yeah, I still have sympathy for my brother Levi, and I know people kind of probably have an idea about that. But again, until you in situations like that, you really don't know. So in everybody's eyes, and still I kind of battle with it. Maybe it's denial of still trying to have a family. I don't know.
What is it?
But
What is it to you right now? Like, what is it to you? Like your love for him. Finish your sentence. My love for my brother, despite what we've been through.
yeah, I love my brother.
There's nothing wrong with that. That's your prerogative, and people they gonna judge.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't know. I know some of what his fault, but I know he wasn't told 100% truth either. So.
Gotcha. So you think bigger
Yeah.
than the initial? Yeah.
Yeah, it got pretty, big, and then, I kind of find out, I guess because we started to develop and things like that, and then we found out, and then things had already kind of happened, and then after finding out, yes, things did continue between my sister and him.
Got you. Now, is all this before the addiction started, or in the midst of? So that was before.
Right.
Is any of that what led you towards doing drugs at that age or at the teenage? Or what led into that?
Yeah. What led into my addiction? Let's see.
So that's two different worlds right there. And you were talking about her childhood.
Yeah. Yeah. So what started my addiction for me is because my mama had got with a man who assaulted me, and they were using, although at that time I didn't know that they was using. So, he started to groom me and things like that. Like going down water slides, he would hunch up on me. That was the first time it happened. And so I got out and I started swimming, and I just wrapped up. My mama was like, "What's going on?" We left, whatever. And so then another night happened where we were out in a trailer park, and we were getting things out of trailers to go into our trailer, and he was looking for a screwdriver that was right beside him, but he grabbed my butt. So that was a big red flag. That was a second incident. So I knew that this was gonna, continue or go pretty bad. And one night that I was laying on the couch because they would keep me and my sister in the back room with, no AC and things like that. And my sister had asthma. So I would wait until, they was in their room, or it was late enough I thought they would be asleep. And I made her a pallet in the living room, and I was on the couch. So that's when he come. It was when he was going to work, and he was rubbing on my back underneath my shirt, and then he went to do this, and so all I did was, because violent this man could be. So I just scrunched up on the couch. I didn't want to wake up and go, he's doing this, because I didn't know what he could do to me and my sister and my mom. Yeah. So I waited until my grandma come to tell her. I had told my sister, I just wait until grandma gets here. So we waited because she was coming to get us groceries and take us. So I waited, and I sat down at the table, and I looked at mama, and I told her. She thought that I just didn't like him, or that I feel like she thought I didn't like him. I was a very outspoken kid. I stood up for, I fought many other boyfriends. And, so she told me that we were going to go with my grandma, and that she's going to pack her stuff and she'd come back. And I didn't see her for 4 years.
Really? So who raised you and your sister initially?
My grandma, her nanny, Mandy Bankley, and my grandfather, Braxton Howard.
Okay. And even when did you ever reconnect with your mom, or?
Yes, I've seen her about rolling around that third year that she was gone, and it was in Walmart, and she was as big as a pin, and I was like, who? I almost didn't recognize her, but you know your mama, Mm-hmm. And so shortly after that, she come back to where my grandma was, and she was bald all the way at the top, where her hair had been snatched out. I don't know if he had done it, or she had done it, but I, found out she was using methamphetamines.
And about how old were you by then?
I was in 2007, 2006, 2007.
Okay. So like
2006.
13, 14?
Mm-hmm. So I've been bounced around a lot. That's the things that I want to really put out for kids is they need structure. It's a big part of knowing who they are and, giving them the best chance in life. I don't have friends that groups have, and it can be pretty lonely, seeing what people have. And I think it's a big, important fundamental of kids. I know how it's affected me, so it's hard to tell you, like, how old I was or what year I was in because it was every day changing.
Was there ever a moment in the midst of, and I'm speaking before you started, with the drugs and stuff, was there ever a time that just you in your mind as a kid that you felt maybe lost, or like how did you keep yourself together as far as you can remember during those transitions of your life like that?
So I knew when I found out that my siblings were apart, and I just felt that it was important my goal at 9 years old was to, be a businesswoman, be a productive citizen, and like get a good job where I could provide a home to where maybe they could come to, and
Mm-hmm.
we could be together.
Mm-hmm. And when things started turning differently, where did your mind go then?
Um, when things started going differently, Mama had come back and everything, and there was a few times that we had to go back and drop her off with this man. He has took her on, high-speed chases at gunpoint, broke her rib cage. I mean, I really believe that my mama, he would pop up when would come back, and she'd have to leave again because he'd pop up. I really believe she thought that, well, number one, I do believe the drugs had a big part. And two, I really think she knew that he would hurt her, and she was kind of being manipulated and played with sexually on that level.
Gotcha.
So with that being known, how was things, the distant relationship between you and her? Y'all would, try to talk to her, or did you even try to reach out to her?
Oh, no, we didn't have phones and things like that. So she would talk to my grandmother, but we didn't get to really talk to her. Like, yeah, he kept her pretty, when you were around a man like that, they gonna keep you away from anything. So you don't, have that reminder of where you're at in life.
Mm-hmm.
They want you 100%
I've heard that
dependent
before
on
too.
them.
Yeah. Sound harsh. Like, man.
So how old were you when you did your very first? Hold on. Oh, we got comments. Hold on. How you feeling? You good?
Yeah.
You're doing good too. You're doing really, really good.
Yeah.
Okay, so while we take a breather, where we starting at? Okay, Melanie. Okay, we listen to the. Hey, Melanie. I said Melanie. Sorry. You have to mom the old you in order to truly accept you. Yeah, like you have to mother yourself. You're like your own baby, and you have to treat
Yeah.
yourself as you would if you know that. Yes, you do.
Yeah. Yeah. So,
Hi, Simone. Megan Cook said,
Megan.
Devan, I'm so proud of the mother you are. You're such a strong person. Always proud of you.
Thank you,
Rachel
baby.
said, why did you drop her off?
Okay. So when she come back, the man, he come up on my grandma when she was outside folding laundry, and my grandma had already moved trailers and got a trailer for us. So it was pretty striking that he knew how to find us, and that he just popped up like that.
Gotcha.
So when that happened, that's how he would get her to go back, is because he'd show up where she'd come where we were, And that just, if I go back, I can keep them away, I think.
Now, did any of this affect your relationship with your grandmother? Like
No.
you not being no?
No.
Good. Because I can only imagine that it.
So where was the brothers and stuff? They were still adopted? Did you ever hear from them? Like, were they?
Yeah, I got
allowed
to
come
see.
around?
Yeah, my brother Levi, the second youngest. Bubba is the biggest one, but yeah, we were, like I said, we thought we were cousins. So I mean, he wasn't far down the road from my grandma's house. So yeah, I got to see him, but it
So
wasn't
you got a
until we were
relationship, but
already.
you're not realizing that one of them is your brother.
Mm-hmm.
Got you.
And then, yeah, my oldest brother lived here in Jasper.
So would he try to protect Mama, or he was just like, he didn't want the cover to be like blown, and he didn't know what was going on like that?
So him and my mom were basically like brothers and sisters.
Mm-hmm. Got you.
He just wanted to be with Mama too. So they ended up opening a lot of doors, you know what I'm saying, like together on this. So.
Got you.
And when you say he wanted to be with Mama too, so now we're at 14. I don't want to ask because I have two ways of asking a question. I know that you don't agree with parents. I'm just gonna say the scenario. Do you agree with parents having their kid try drugs with them for the first time?
No.
Why not?
No, I don't. So with my mom, like when she come back, and everything after the second time of me fighting her not to go with this man, I mean, I'm literally grabbing her hair. I'm 9, 10 years old at that point, but, after me fighting her and continue to have to watch her leave me after telling my mother that with the man who did that, it was pretty hard. So I was just trying to fight to keep her to stay. And so when she come back around and everything, it was pretty good. And she got back around the people that she run with him. And I knew she was going back out to do, methamphetamines at this point. So my mama was always real honest about, smoking marijuana. And, she always was like the one to say, if y'all ever wanted to try anything, to, come to me because, you don't know like what's out there, type thing like that.
Because I'm not going to lie, until our conversation, I'm going to be honest, I feel that way.
Mm-hmm.
And now I'm like, because, this side of me still feels that way, but of course I'm going to let you finish. And that definitely changed my perspective. Like, okay, because that's not our point in letting, you know what I'm saying? But go ahead.
So this is the prime example is because when you're a child, you don't understand, especially in a traumatic environment as it is, those emotions that you're feeling, you're not really developed how to make a 100% conscious choice on what you're doing. So it just opens doors if your mom's telling you can try something, it's safe, right? And none of it's safe. So I pretty much, when it come to the point that she was going to leave and go back out, I knew at this point that if I told my mother and kind of manipulated what she had told me, that if I told her, if you go out, then I want to try it. And my mind frame on that was, she's not going to go out and get this and bring it back to her child.
Mm-hmm.
And so she did go out and she did bring it back. And she laid it out on the table, and I did it.
So
because at that point,
do you remember the first time? You remember that first time?
Yes, I can show you.
Okay. Welcome in. Thank y'all for tuning in. I appreciate y'all.
So it was I want to say it was 2010.
Okay.
Yeah, this picture right here, my mother, it wasn't long after this is what I look like. I was still in high school. 9th grade is whenever I first used methamphetamines.
Gotcha.
This picture, my mom, she could take anything, Tylenol, you name it, and she had stole my step grandmother's seizure medicine, and I had took 4 seizure medicines. Don't know what it is. I didn't know. I knew my mother was doing it, and it was being brought to me by my mother. So
when you initially started it, your motivation was, hey, if I do this with mama, she gonna at least stay with me. When did you get to a point where you realized that wasn't the case? And like, how did that make you feel in the beginning compared to like leading into adulthood, if that makes sense?
Yeah, basically when I started using, whether it really wasn't at the time, it kind of turned into, I'm a girl who can, guys are attracted to, and I kind of was probably, like, in a sense, not pimped out, but, used to get free drugs.
Dig into that for me.
Yeah, so, I guess I was, attractive or whatever, and it was really easy to kind of get involved in. This is in Mobtown, Mobile, Alabama, area code, 251 on the west side. And, so this is around in the Mobile area where there's a lot of, older guys, so we could go to the gas station, and I'm talking about 40, 50-year-old men, also not just the teenagers, 16, 18, whatever. It was just really easy to get free drugs, they wanted to get with me, and then my mom was there, and, if I was getting it, she was getting it.
Got you.
And that also trickled down to my older brother.
Go for you? How long did that go?
Oh, that went until 2011, 2012, right at the end of the beginning.
Did it stop by choice or?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. It basically what happened, getting involved with the boys and men and things like that. I was with my boyfriend at the time, and his mother was a big time, cook. And so she had been to jail a few times, and after so many times like that, you get flagged. So you can't get the ingredients needed to make these things. Right. So I pretty much become the supplier.
Gotcha.
So what happened was, after, everybody's like, oh, you was a choice. I'm still a kid. I'm still a minor, number one. We talking 15, 16 years old. Mm-hmm. And so it got to the point where, I was never around, like, the deal. I do remember going, this is how they really look at you. And it's when it started hitting me, these ain't your friends. And what I was actually being there for, what their interest in me is this woman had houses set up. I'm talking about abandoned houses all over Mobile. And this guy, it blew up on him, and his arm, it was just peeled like a banana. So we get the call, it happened, we got to go pick him up. She had like a whole box ready for this. Like, this ain't her first rodeo, with wraps, morphine, you name it. We give him some morphine, he's in the van, we go up to the ER, she opens the door, we pick him out, and we go. The next day, he was back in the house finishing what the job was.
Wow.
So it got to the point, like, okay, this woman's trying to lock me up in a camper, telling me I can't leave. That's where I knew it was a big red flag. So I called my now husband. His name is Devan also.
Shout out to Devan.
And I said, I'd been trying to reach him for a little bit, actually. It wasn't my first time trying to get out. But I finally reached them, and I told them they would pick me up at the first of the month, and then as it, I couldn't buy any more, then they would take me back to my grandma's house. And when you using, you don't realize it. But like I said, when I started realizing it, is how I seen all these other people being just a old chip on the block, What can you do for me? I like to call it lifelines. So. Yeah. That's why I'm big on not asking and doing, because it's a danger to me, because that person will feel like they can manipulate and do things to you. And you can get in situations that it's hard to get out of. So when I started waking up, I also had surgery on my teeth, and it was never an addiction for me when I started. It was, I can't beat them, join them, but I also wanted to see my mom like I saw her when she was bald, and if she saw her daughter like that, then maybe she'd quit. So I was just trying to
So
get
you
to
hit
that
it on the
point.
nail with my next question. What is the misconception of you that used to be painful to know, but you had to really grow through that? Because you stand on not being addicted, you were trying to basically match with your mom so you can have her, right? So
Right.
what is the misconception of you that you really had to like grow through that?
Yeah, that I was hurting myself. You can't make nobody do nothing unless they want to.
Right. Right.
So it was either I'm going to be continuing to do this, you go to the line of the road, I can continue to do this. This isn't going to get a family from my home. Me being on the drugs with them isn't going to provide the things that we need, and maybe to give them a good structure or a safe place and environment, because that is a big thing.
Was I'm gonna pause, hold on. I'm gonna wait for my question. Megan said, girl, I remember working with you in 2012, 2013. I remember how hard you worked to begin rebuilding your life from the ground up. Oh wow. At that
I was 2
time
years
you
sober.
hid most of it well. I'm so glad you told your story because it's important and could definitely make a difference somewhere. So what were you doing in 2013?
2013, I was working at Dollar General.
Really?
Megan
Okay.
Cook gave me my first shot. My first shot.
So,
She's a big
Megan, in your
part.
opinion, and my questions are always respectful. I don't
Yeah.
mean any harm.
No, I
In
don't take
your
it no way.
opinion, especially seeing Devin now, do you feel like she had on a mask then? And I asked that, and I'm gonna ask you that because I look at my old TikToks, and I mean this literally.
Yeah.
Some of what I post I remember, some of it I do not. I don't.
Mm-hmm.
It's due to what I was doing recreational wise, plus
Mm-hmm.
the depression. It was a lot going on. So some stuff that I repost, I
Yeah.
really don't remember that, which
Mm-hmm.
means I had on a mask. Matter of fact, I posted yesterday. I didn't even post that other one. But if I lose myself to depression from September, a lot of people know, some people don't. But the post that I'm about to start reposting, low key, high key, I was getting ready for my exit.
Mm-hmm.
Like by January, I knew I was gonna be up out of here. Hopefully, everybody be all right. Remember me not.
Mm-hmm.
So it's
All the time, we just thinking everything like you was already to us.
because like I'm like the strong. I ain't gonna quote it because we are strong. It ain't nothing wrong with that. But goddamn it, we got feelings and we go through things too. So
Yeah.
it's expected for me to handle shit and get up out of it. But by that point that y'all see,
Yeah.
man. So
Yeah.
2013, do you feel like you had on a mask then?
No, I didn't.
Okay.
No, I knew what I needed to do, and because I graduated with my grandfather, who gave me that structure and that discipline. And people say, "Oh, you don't discipline kids." I'm telling you right now, I literally chose the life to do what I wanted to do, and I seen both sides. I seen both sides, and honey, you need that structure. I would have never been able to see a way out if it wasn't for that. Self-discipline, structure, accountability, all of that.
Already. So in the midst of all of, I'm speaking on childhood, in the midst of the things that you were experiencing, you just mentioned your grandpa. Who inspired you during that time? Kind of like you'll never forget him type vibe.
I think everybody had a part in it,
Mm-hmm.
but if you don't know better, you don't do better. So I had to really, my grandfather, he taught me how to respect myself.
Mm-hmm.
What it is for a woman to share, because I seen it on the other side, like with my mom. You've got to do these things to have love, or all that, and that's not the case. But everybody had a part, but at the end of the day, it was on me.
Already. Megan said Devin earned her first shot and worked her butt off. I never remember her masking. But yeah, that's what she just said too. Other than just being trying to be professional and keep her job, she's always been genuine and open. about her life, which is admirable.
Yeah.
That's a
I
beautiful
think
thing.
I'd have to thank my grandfather for that, because my grandmother's side of the family, they was very not good at communication. There's a lot of feelings involved. It was always, F you and like, little, things like this. It's just a different way of life, where my grandfather, he had more of that, kind of Christian based, type. But at the same time, it wasn't no yelling or anything like that. Like, we could come and actually talk.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
What's up?
So,
Everybody able to talk.
right, and that's so important. It was important then. It's so important now, like to have that safe space to be able to talk.
Yeah,
You know what I
yeah.
mean? Especially.
And that's a big one. I think that started it was, I felt comfortable with my mother to be like, hey, I want to try this. And I think that is how it starts a lot, or, getting with friends and things like that too is a big factor.
Right. So it's September the 4th today. So the
Yep.
anniversary of Mom's passing is coming up.
Mm-hmm.
Can you reflect on life this time last year before? If you're comfortable with that.
Like this time last year, like when Mom passed,
Before she passed. What was that looking like?
I don't really remember, baby.
Okay.
I think at that time, oh yeah, I think during that time I was dealing with, my oldest brother, he lost his leg and then he had to amputate his toe. I quit, and, we had to move back from Texas. I gave up a lot of me to try to save my family. But I have learned to refocus that, because I believe maybe it wasn't them that I needed to save, but my nieces and nephews. And I believe what I went through is to be able to help them, deal with their parents the same way that I had to deal with mine. Just not to go pick up a bottle, to learn how to communicate and understand. They need to know that and hear from other people that they love them.
Right.
It's okay to have a relation with them. And, when you going through that and you have everybody picking apart your parent, it really hurts you. It makes you feel a type of way here. And that was a big part of me having to get over was, my mama is a good person, and, that's my mama. So now I have seen adults 100% that you cannot be around them. You know what I'm saying? You might not have it like that. And that happens too.
Right. But when it comes to your mom, like despite what she did, she was a good person, and we standing on that.
Yeah,
You know?
because I wouldn't be here with this art or anything, because I would not be sharing anything about my mama if she wasn't okay with it. And she opened those doors, and that is how we was able to heal, because my biggest scare was because I knew my mama was going to die with overdosing. She has already had 9 previous overdoses. And, I was there, I was, 8, 9 years old, and we're in the middle of 20 acres, and she's sitting there rocking with a gun, fixing to commit suicide. And I ended up breaking in her room and taking a gun and locking her in the room.
Got you. So when you say y'all were able to come together and heal on top of what you felt was
TikTok.
coming.
TikTok. Yeah. So
Let's
this is what
talk
happened.
about it. Let's talk about that.
So if it went from mama being like, okay, yes, let's do it. I can't go back and heal ours, but if this can help, we can help others learn to have their kids, then that's a start. It's a trickle down, down to make it a bigger body of water. If we're trying to make a difference, I believe it starts young. If you listen to any serial killer documentaries or anything with anything traumatic, it always goes back to when they was a child. And I think that's where we need to start.
Right.
But when nobody paying attention to them, not listening to them.
Yeah, when
People don't
they
like
grown like
talking in
their
the
brothers
childhood,
and
and some
sisters.
people did not have what we would quote, I'm gonna quote it, a traumatic childhood. But everything, like you just said, and what we talk about, everything stems from something out of your childhood. It may not be within you or your house, but it's something. It always, you gotta dig in there. I agree.
So, the first thing that come out TikTok, it was about 2021. And, I'm sitting at work and stuff, and I come across where this girl was shared a part of her testimony that she had lost her mother and her sister to overdose. And during this time, my mother and my sister is, kind of running together, and they're both out on drugs, and so this is the picture. So I just wanted to draw something for them. So my big thing is the chain and the key, because we just need to break that. So that's going to be a lot of times in every picture that I do. But the chain's not broken because they didn't get to break it. They in heaven together.
Got you. Damn, that's deep. Bring it closer to the screen. Oh, yeah. I like that. That meaning is deep.
So I know what that was like. Now, the second one that I did, I can just tell you every story. Now, these are people from TikTok, that I put my, emotion in how I interpret, to help give them some kind of comfort. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. This girl, she was 6 years sober, and she had a relapse, and she had a 6-month-old daughter. So this was for her.
Okay. Okay, and the broken chain is the representation of the relapse, or?
Well, she was 6 years sober, and she relapsed, but she was 6 months sober in this part.
Got you. So what was your mom's reaction as you started doing this?
So it was about this one that she was like, wow, that's beautiful, Devin. And I was like, Mama, I want people to know, you know what I'm saying? How to deal with this instead of just being so hurtful. Because I hear a lot of people on my things, they still have a lot of anger toward their parents and stuff, but it's just going to eat you alive. You wouldn't be angry if it didn't affect you, if you didn't want them. Right? Sometimes you do got to meet them where they at. And again, you have to know the difference in the dangers, because they are dangerous people out in that world.
That is true.
Sometimes that's not an option.
Yeah.
Do you think
that documentary that come out, Unknown Caller, that was perfect. That's perfect to everything that I talk about, and it's happening right now. People are sharing the memes about, good morning everybody, but this heifer. But if you watch the documentary and you seen that child sit there and cry, yeah, you can see her. She's telling you, and you're not listening. That just goes back to me being a kid, getting beat to death by that man because I called the cops and was like, this is what he's doing. And they left me there. It is literally kids screaming for help, and y'all on there judging them for having shit with them.
Right.
Then you're going to go on there and bring all that back up, and she has to sit there and see all this things being said about her mother and things that's been done when she's like, I don't feel me without my mom. My mom is a part of me.
Right.
But y'all going to say she's weird, or it might have something to do, or it's just odd that she didn't react the way she reacted. Y'all don't know. You don't know. You're not listening.
Until you done been there.
Do you think your mom is a lot of reasons why you draw, and a lot of reasons why you change a lot of things and want to help the kids?
Yeah, because I started breaking down some walls where I didn't want my mom to regret that she did so bad. I didn't want her to die and have that hanging on her.
That's what I wish I would have had the privilege to physically tell my mama.
Yeah.
I've always desired to let her know that, hey, I'm not upset, which I've told her spiritually, right? But I yearn to tell her face, I'm not mad at you. To be transparent with you, I did not do her choice of drug, but I did do other things other than, weed. That I ended up, I get it. It sounds how it sounds. I don't care. I literally get how you can get addicted to certain drugs. I do. I get it. But even before that experience of my own, I just really wish I could have let her know that I'm not mad at you. I've never been mad at you. I just want understanding, of course, you know what I'm saying? But I'm not mad. My mom was just as human as anybody else. And then with the reality of your mom and the reality of my mama, I'm telling you,
Yeah,
judge all
these
y'all want to,
pictures.
but with her reality, I get why my mama did certain shit. I do. That's a lot.
Okay. Yeah.
I wish
You
you
got
would
to
not
be able to
have,
be
of
receptive and
course.
understand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I'm not ashamed to talk about it. I would never be ashamed to talk about it. I'm so glad that you're not ashamed and embarrassed to talk about this.
Yeah.
There's nothing to be ashamed about. Like, I'm sure I don't know if you've experienced it, but for me, when it comes to the reality that I'm choosing to share on the internet, the comments be commenting. And you know what I'm saying? Like, the last thing I'm gonna be is embarrassed of my reality. Nobody should be embarrassed of their reality, even if you did right, did wrong. It's your reality.
Yeah,
We're not
I
gonna
think
be
the only
embarrassed.
thing that, like, a big factor to me, so I have to be, like, real honest here. Like, when people tell me I'm proud of you, you so strong, honestly, like, I would like to kind of, like, put it behind me, but, I'm a pretty happy, joyful person. Unfortunately, the majority of my life is not. So I kind of run out of good things to talk about, and that's sad.
What you mean by that? Where'd that come from?
So, not being embarrassed and things like that. Like, I'm not embarrassed or anything. I just don't like hearing, oh, you so strong, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm not strong. This isn't, it breaks me down every time.
But just
But,
because it
I
breaks
don't
you
want to be
down,
looked at like I'm, huh?
hold on, I'm just giving you a perspective. You feel like you're not strong. I respect
No.
that. You say this breaks you down. I
Mm-hmm.
feel that. But through childhood up until 33 years old, and now you're on a major platform on Beyonce's whole internet talking about this. To you, and I'm about to make you talk to that Devin that we got to see earlier. You really personally don't feel like you're strong. And if not, why not?
Yeah, I feel like I'm strong. I guess that I feel like it takes attention away from what I'm trying to push.
It could be bringing attention towards it because do you know how many other, and I'm talking to myself as I'm talking to you, because I used to get asked him, I used to get very irritated when people used to tell me, oh, you're so strong, you're excuse me, you're handling certain things well. I used to feel the same way. I'm not strong. In certain departments, I still feel weak, to be very honest with you. For now. But when you think about it, there's another little girl or a little boy that's going to have a similar testimony as you, if not the same. You feel what I'm saying? So you are a shine of great light, not darkness. We're not on this mud trying to encourage each other to crash out on, go back, and we going to, no. You are strong and you were designed to be strong. That's why this testimony was given to you. You feel what I mean? Because everybody can't handle what you've been through. People can't handle what I've been through. People cannot handle, not just men, people couldn't handle what you've been through.
Right.
They're given to us for a reason because we do have to show our strength and light.
Actually, I think I know why. No, that this has come up. I think what just hit me on another perspective of that. I guess anytime that, I've shared things, especially about like assault, sexual assault as a child and even continue to this day. And I think people turn that to, I want attention. And I think when I hear, oh, you're so strong and things like that, like, for that's just a trauma thing for me.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha. And there's nothing wrong with that at all. I'm just giving I want to give you a perspective on that.
Yeah.
Definitely do. So when it comes to your artwork, have you done any exhibits? Like, what's next? Like
So I haven't done any exhibits. What I do plan on doing on this anniversary is I'm just gonna go out downtown and I'm gonna put up my stuff because I've reached out and whatever, and if I can't get it that way, I'm gonna go out and get it.
As you should already. Yeah. Already. So
Yeah,
do you
I've
still?
reached out to a lot of recovery groups here that, claim that they started it with my mama. And, I don't see them. Where they at?
You'd be
Yeah,
surprised.
y'all
What's
know
that
who you are.
reality like? Like
Y'all know who you
having the
are.
people that was around her. You said it's what?
Yeah. See, my mama there's a recovery group that is here in Walker County that, when mama died was, we're going to get together and we're going to put your art out. This group is all because of your mom. And I don't like to me, like you playing on my emotions, knowing how important this is where it started with my mama and how I want her remembered other than just overdosing. Okay.
Right.
And then when you don't follow through on that and it's been a year later, and especially how close we are, you don't care.
Right.
That's how I
That's
look at
okay.
it.
That's why you got your brain and you got your steppers on and you still can put it on out there as you're doing. You
Yeah,
got you. We like to
because
have
I
good
ain't never
support,
needed
but at the end of the
nobody
day,
to
you
do
got you.
nothing.
Sometimes we need
So
some
I'll go
support.
out and do
Right.
it.
Right.
That's the support we need sometimes.
So do you still have your high school picture next to you?
I do.
Okay, grab it. Grab it.
So let's see. This is whenever I was still in addiction. This is about probably I'd say maybe my husband could tell you better on the dates, but this is about 2010, 2011. So I want to say my first year in addiction.
Got you. Beautiful self. You look the same, which is a good thing.
Yeah, and then I have one shortly after. This is about just a few months into my sobriety.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
You can kind of see how little I was, still, but I had done put on a few pounds, probably about. I mean, I don't know. I couldn't tell you what I weighed in addiction, but what I can tell you is, I'm little, so
Nah, you done got
I
that
can tell
meat
you that
though. Yes,
how
ma'am.
so how you put your
Yes,
legs together
ma'am.
and they touch.
Right.
I had
Yeah.
what
You
you
done
Yeah.
put
call a
on it.
cubby
That's
hole.
good. Yes. She said they touch. I
Yeah.
know this is a celebration.
So
I
I was pretty
can.
much just a cubby hole. It was a whole block,
Yeah.
and that's what I called it. That's how skinny I was,
Congratulations.
baby. Yeah, I'm
But
going. Let's see, this 13 years sober this year, I think.
already. Already.
Congratulations on that.
I called Devan. I quit cold turkey, and again, I was abusing. Like I said, I was abusing Suboxone and methadone from people who were on the mat substances. They do trade and things. They got a lot bigger locks on it, but for me personally, I was already abusing those things, so it wasn't an option for me. Like
So
I said, this was seizure medicine and Suboxone, methadone.
That's who. That's hold on. Pick her back up. Look at her. Talk to her. And tell
Yeah,
her that you are so proud of her because talk to yourself.
I was literally walking the halls and holding on to the hall so I didn't fall over. I couldn't see anything. And I went up there and took a picture and was throwing up in the bathroom. And the lady was like, "What's wrong?" And I just told her that my mom was sick.
So
That's
what
what I
would
told
you
her.
tell her now? Like what are you proud of her? Is she proud of you? What would you tell
Oh,
her now?
yeah. I just tell her that we didn't get to save them, but we're working on saving the others.
yeah.
And you're not gonna stop. And she knows that you got it because you're already doing it.
Yep.
Right?
Yep. Doing it
Yeah.
right.
You're doing it. You're doing it. And because of her and everybody else that you just showed, the other little Devins, you literally can't stop. On top of mama. We can't stop.
Yeah.
But
No, because them kids is worth saving.
I know
Because this
she,
is what
and
it can be
because
the
you were
difference
worth
of.
saving. You saved yourself.
Yep.
You were worth saving.
I didn't
And
know
I'm
how to
truly proud
cope.
of you.
I didn't know any different, and I feel like if we can have a place where these kids can come and just put that pain on paper instead of going to a pipe or a bottle, it would do so much for them. For
Yeah.
them to call out for help and somebody actually come to say, well, that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Again,
It's gonna
you're
happen.
strong and you're doing it
And you
because you want it.
So yeah, it's gonna happen.
Like seriously.
Somebody out there got the same drive and passion as you, and y'all gonna link up, and it's gonna happen.
Your artwork can literally, and it already can save a life.
Yeah.
You just
and that's
going.
okay.
Yes. You gotta keep that going. You can't stop that.
Yeah, we are important no matter what. And every single person.
So if it's a young man or young lady right now that's like 17 or under watching you, what is something you would tell them to keep going? And if they've already started the shit, like to put it down, maybe draw, or what would you tell them?
How would you help them?
Tell them you can't save nobody in the same pit that they in. And if you got that mentality of being them joint, I know you want your mom, I know you want your dad, but you have to realize where it's gonna take over, and that when you gonna get that crossing over, like the choices yours for their life.
Facts.
Just know. Just say no. You don't need to try it because it's gonna.
Yeah.
Right. Right.
That's what I tell them.
Danielle, she has me tearing up. Well, Danielle, man, this is a powerful story. I do appreciate y'all listening. Like, for real. Devin reached out to me on, like, some months back in regards to me and my mom. And, like, that moment stuck out so bad. I've been up here like, how's she out of all? Okay. And I just knew
I just want to send you the picture so you could see it. Yeah.
Like, for real.
Because that feeling. And before we go, I want to just let y'all see.
I'm about to say, while she's showing her artwork, if y'all have any questions or anything, y'all are more than welcome to drop them in the comment section. I can see them. Oh, look.
That's the one that I did right before my mama passed. Okay. So weird that I did that line and I had no idea. And it was literally just a few days later. And then that's the one I got.
Nice.
That's my mama.
Gorgeous. Hey, beautiful. I know you're proud of your baby. I know you are. Oh, yeah.
She was so funny, y'all, and she was such a good person.
She really was. When's her birthday?
Her birthday is May 13th, so it's like sometimes it falls on Mother's Day or just the day before.
Yeah.
And this is the one that I did whenever she passed. It's the first one I did after I lost Mama.
Good job. Look at the shadow even in the bottle. How long does it take you to draw? Like, does it break you down to miss a drawing? You able to get it on out? Oh, wow.
No, I'm able to go on out, yeah. What
that mean with the bottle? What that represent?
Yeah.
That's going to trap you. You're going to get trapped. If you open that bottle, it's going to release them demons that you think is taking that pain away. The trap. And I did the feet walking by because that's a big thing. A lot of these people are screaming out for help and telling their stories, but it's just another addict. So they keep going. They just gonna walk by. Even a kid.
Yeah.
Wow.
Mind y'all, these are the lens from childhood that she's putting on paper. You know.
This is from a mama that I darned that just got her babies, moved into her own house, and she doing it, y'all. She doing it. This one I did after the Jelly Roll released the song Winning Street.
Mm-hmm.
If y'all ever listen to it, you never walk through them doors on the Winning Street. You know, talking about going to AA and all that, you know, have to go up there and say you got a problem. It's okay. And then this one is on sexual assault that I've recently done.
Aren't they? Cousin said they are gorgeous. Oh, wow.
And you can see where they kissed them bruises, you know?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
They stab you in the back.
It's powerful.
Yeah, it is.
And then, of course, the whole crowd, you got the little girl and help, and then, you know, they want to blame it on everything but the person. Because, if they your friend and you think you know them, well, you don't. It's always the ones closer to you. I can tell you that.
Yeah.
And that's Mama's art. If it wasn't for
Already.
Mama, these would never be here.
Already.
Then we got, mental health, domestic abuse.
Mm-hmm.
She got 3 kids. Opioids. They DOC.
Wow.
These are all requests from people just sharing their story, and I put a picture to it. This is how
Papa
they got
T.
you in a puppet.
Poppy T loves you. Yeah. I
I love you, Papa T. That's my Papa T, y'all. That's who I got right there.
Hey,
That's
Papa
who got me.
T.
He a real one, let me tell you.
Welcome in. Welcome in.
This is for alcohol and a father. I do for
Mm-hmm.
men, too. This is for, trigger warning.
Oh, yeah. Got you.
But, it says I'm fine, but are we really?
Right.
Yeah.
Super dope.
And I have a whole lot more, so much more. And
That's a whole book of art, like a storybook of art.
Yeah, that's a whole book, like without words.
Actually telling the story without words.
Mm-hmm.
right.
That's something ain't
Yeah,
never
because
been
a lot of
done
times you
before.
can't put words to this. But sometimes seeing a picture can help them.
That can help so many people.
Yeah,
Right.
and I want to touch, on the sexual assault. Like I said, you think you know somebody, but I promise you it's always the ones closer. I was sexually assaulted by my real biological father, who kidnapped me, hid me out in Juarez, and my mama had to fight to get me back.
It's crazy, man.
And, stepfathers, close friends, brothers.
You just never know, but don't be afraid to speak up neither, because it will
You
be
better
more
be present. You
consequences.
better be asking your kids questions. How was their day at school? You better be present. You better be involved. That's all I can tell you.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Because if not, they're going to turn somewhere else that ain't going to help them like you can.
Yeah, you don't know, you don't do better.
Right. So how you feeling?
Yeah,
Before
I
we
feel
go?
good. Feel
Good.
good. I hope to continue, and I'm looking forward to, having to get out there in the middle of town square and everybody like, what's this girl doing? But that's my next step. So I hope y'all stay
Absolutely.
tuned. I will be going live, and y'all be looking out.
Absolutely. Well, before we close, I want to thank you once again
We
to coming in.
appreciate it.
Thank y'all for having me and hearing me.
Yes, we
Appreciate it.
hope that you come on back. Part two. Part two
Yeah.
will be more of a one-on-one. It'll be just you and I. It'll be picking up from here and some other things. But the intention is to definitely have you come back.
Yeah.
Before we do our closing remarks, let people know where they can find you, follow you, pop your ears,
Yeah.
let them know that the artwork is, if I'm not mistaken, for sale. They gotta hit you up on the
Yes. Oh, yes. I don't like selling my prints unless I can have a place where I can kind of keep control of where the funds are going. I do sell my prints for $25. It does include shipping. And the way it started was hashtag go home for Christmas, because you got a lot of kids just wanting their parents to Christmas. A lot of them don't show up, and the people who are taking care of them may not have the funds to get Christmas for them. So all proceeds go toward getting things for kids, Christmas, sports, and all extracurricular activities.
Already. What platforms are you on?
I'm
Where
on
can they follow
TikTok
you?
mostly. Yeah, I don't really do a lot on Facebook, but you can find me on Facebook at Devan Howard Bennett. Mainly is on TikTok at Little Devin1.
Period. Baby, what about you? Where can people follow you at?
They can find me on Facebook at Brandon Richmond Latimer or on the Instagram at BeezyBoy83. You know what I'm saying?
Ooh,
Check me out on that.
All right,
That's
all
on the
right.
it
few.
is.
Well,
I mean, technically, we have the YouTube.
We have YouTube and all that, but
then
if you're trying to just message and get in hold of me, that's how you can get a hold of me.
Facts. Yeah.
Posting content and stuff, you can check out the YouTube. And I be on her TikTok sometimes.
You know, did a little rap of that. And y'all know for me, I'm here on Facebook. I'm on TikTok, 3 pages. We have Grow with Ivy. That's my main page. Goddess Ivy 717 in the Latimers. Haven't been on that page in a long time. Follow it anyway. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you subscribe to our YouTube. Eventually, we'll be streaming on both here and YouTube, but all of the episodes will be dropped on YouTube this season. Fun fact, we really had to, I don't want to say the word redeem, but that's the only word that could come to my mind. But all of our previous episodes are deleted. So I only have clips. I know. And see, that's a part of my growth because they really would have sent me into like oh no. I don't know, but I really, really been upset. But that's okay.
Yeah, you gotta look for keep in mind, you know, I know it's everything happens for a reason or whatever, but you know, you gotta believe that there's better coming, you know what I'm saying?
Right. So nip that in the bud. But yeah, make sure y'all follow me, follow us. I am on Instagram. I'm trying to take it a little bit more serious, and that's Goddess Ivy 1988. If y'all would like an interview, do not hesitate to DM us. Listen, each season is gonna get bigger and much deeper. It's easy because we're talking about you, but I get the hesitation. But give your voice the first shot. Being on Innerself Podcast. Yeah. Again, we're all about healing. This is the safest judgment-free podcast to be on. We raw over here. But don't hesitate. Don't hesitate to reach out. The intention is for you to come back. We know everything can't happen at once, but we're here. Am I missing anything? You need a mentor, let us know. Life coach, let us know. Want us to host y'all events or do red carpet? We are available. Let us know. Just hit us up. We the Latimers. We here. We're not going nowhere.
Yeah, I will say, if especially people who know me.
Say that again. Repeat that.
To blow some steam, listening ears over here. Need to, you know what I'm saying? Hear some encouraging words, or you know what I'm saying? Just
we don't have to be live
to talk to. We don't have to. Yeah, don't have to be no live.
Right.
Like that.
Yeah.
Let us know. But we're here. What were you about to say? I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, if you know me, you know I'm not a very trusting person, and I have to say, like, it, you know, I'll just hop on anything, and you know, they were very inviting, and it's a different feeling. So I highly suggest it. They're good people.
Thank you. Thank you. We really do. Any positive affirmation to drop today?
I mean, the only thing I can say is all I say. No gas, no brakes, and keep your head up and keep, you know what I'm saying, just thinking positively and clear. Even when stuff is
Yeah, keep going and growing, baby.
Got to. And y'all know me. If you don't, you're gonna know by now. Don't traumatize yourself for somebody else's comfort.
Come on.
Do you. I promise you got it. I promise.
Yep.
But I'm gonna do one more thing that I didn't do last season either. I'm gonna take a selfie right here. We're gonna say cheese, and I'm gonna take a screenshot. You ready?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3. One more. Period. With everything being done and said, like, if nothing else, we are out. This official first episode of Innerself Podcast.
All right, baby. Thank y'all for tuning. I'm sorry I didn't get to see y'all's comments and stuff, but I love y'all. Thank y'all for being here.
I'm about saying, go back to them. I'm gonna go back in there to make sure I didn't miss none. Thanks, y'all.
Thank you, baby.
I'm hugging on you, Devan. Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Bye, baby.
Later, y'all. Goodbye. That was beautiful.